I walked away from a 24-year career at a place that I really enjoyed until like the last 3 years of my working there. It had taken such a bad toll on me physically that I remember telling my husband, I would rather die. I'd rather go clean toilets at the brand new Holiday Inn that had just opened up half a block away from where we lived. I was newly married and I was very depressed. And long story short, a board of directors took over the company that we loved and things changed dramatically. And it took its toll on me. And after putting up with a lot of humiliation and abuse from the new board, I just decided I would walk away, being completely depressed, and took what was left of my 401k, which wasn't much at that time, had to pay 30% of that to the government for retiring early. I had $45,000 in debt. Like I said, we were newly married. My responsibility was the mortgage in our marriage, and I didn't know how to pay the mortgage. And I had a couple of part-time jobs. I didn't have a lot of offers. I found my friend Greg. He had the liberty of being able to talk to me at that time because I was no longer an employee where we were employed prior. And I really went to his door looking for a job because that's all I knew how to do was work in the corporate world. And I'll never forget, Greg looked at me the way Greg tends to do when a brother loves you. He looked at me and he just said, Deb, I can't afford you. I can't afford to pay you what you were worth and what you weren't getting. But if you are willing to do the work, I will help you build your business. And so I got to it because I had no other choice. I had a lot of part-time jobs. I had things I had to pay. My health was suffering. As a matter of fact, I got a call from a former customer that said, I heard you have a terminal disease. I heard that your last convention, you looked horrible. And I did. I looked 20 years older than I do now. And I'm 60, almost 63 now. I was 53 when I left. And I said, no, I'm not dying, but I felt like my spirit was dead. And I went to it. And one of the few things that I did, I didn't dare call people because I had a cease and desist letter sent to me. And I remember Greg crying and saying, look, hey, it's happened to all of us. And if we didn't go through this, Soul wouldn't be here and we wouldn't be changing lives. We did a lot of hand holding in the beginning. And so I started posting about my experiences on Facebook. And one day, one of my friends called and said, hey, I know you're not a liar. But I do know your physical challenges that you've experienced. If what you're saying is true, I would love to try that product. And so I sent her a plethora of gifts because she's my buddy. And I let her try them. And she called me back a week later and said, I love them. How do I join this company? And that was the beginning of my business. And 9 years later, today, I have the freedom to work with the people that I love. I have the freedom to feel better. And most recently, I have a dream that came true. So I got a brand new car because when I left my job, that was the other thing. I had to sell my car to pay stuff off, and have a beautiful Lincoln Corsair. And that was a dream. It was the dream car. That's thanks to Soul. I have achieved a rank that I never thought was possible. And my dream home hopefully will be finished in the month of June. And so my situation, not different health. I had all the great experiences, but the great experiences brought me my financial freedom that I enjoy today. I don't have part-time jobs. I can stay home and still enjoy a great life. And I'm no longer in debt.